because we have not been appointed unto wrath. So we're all pre-wrath. You can take that to the bank. You can believe whatever you want to, but we're all pre-wrath. No Christian endures the wrath of God. Not one believer will be here when hellfire falls from the sky and when men run to the rocks and the mountains to hide them from the face of him who sits on the throne. Ain't no Christian going to be still here, because we're going to be already caught up in the clouds in the air to be forever with the Lord. Are you serious? And let me give you one more little nugget. This is a golden nugget. I'm throwing another nugget at you tonight because I've studied this a long time and I've wondered about it. When Jesus rose from the dead, he wasn't the only one. You see, when the Son of God come out of the grave, when the resurrection power happens, it affects everybody. Matter of fact, the Bible says that when Jesus rose from the dead, many bodies of the saints were seen walking around in Jerusalem also. What? See, when there's resurrection power present, it affects everything that's around it. And get this. So Jesus, and you know what else happened when Jesus rose from the dead? There was a lot of saints in the city of Jerusalem that they woke up too, because Jesus said, I am. Remember what Martha said? She said, Lord, if you'd have been here, my brother Lazarus would not have died. Jesus said, oh, Martha, he's going to live again. She said, yeah, Lord, I know, at the resurrection. Jesus said, Martha, Martha, I am the resurrection and the life. And so when he raised Lazarus from the dead, when they opened that tomb, now there was a lot of bodies, there was a lot of dead people in that area. Jesus only called one name, Lazarus, come forth. Or if he hadn't have, if he'd have just said, let the dead come forth, oh my God, they would have been getting out of the grave everywhere. But it wasn't time yet. So he just called for Lazarus. But he proved he was the resurrection and the life. That was the moment he proved he was the Son of God. And then, so she said, whoa, everybody did, okay? Now listen to what happened. When Jesus rose from the dead, many bodies of the saints also rose from the dead with him. And there was a mighty earthquake that hit Jerusalem. And many people felt the city shake. Massive earthquake. Now listen to what happens. When the two witnesses, when they're finally killed by Apollyon, the demon of hell, and the Antichrist has stood on top of the Ark of the Covenant and has committed the abomination, the blasphemous in the temple of God, which was prophesied by Isaiah in chapter 2 and Micah chapter 4, and really all over the Bible. And he commits this abomination of desolation, which Daniel said was coming. The Bible says that the Lord raises the two witnesses from the dead. And when he raises the two witnesses, you know what happens? Everybody in the whole world sees it, okay? So the whole world's watching CNN or they're watching Fox, or all of them got their cell phones. Everybody's watching YouTube. It's streaming live everywhere. Everybody sees the two prophets of God get up, right, waking up from the dead. And the Bible says, then the Lord speaks and says, come forth. And they go up in the air. Let me say something. I believe there could be a lot of people going with them, okay? That's just a theory because of what it says in 1 Thessalonians.